So 9 p.m. Tuesday, tomorrow. You'll see it tomorrow. So
Tonight.
tonight, yep. The Trailblazers as the 8 seed will face the Suns as the 7 seed, and the Suns are favored by 4.5. There's always a mixed bag with the play because sometimes you get games where like both these teams are dead. I wish neither of these teams had a chance to make the playoffs, but that's not this matchup. Both these teams have been frisky and feisty all year. The Suns have really overachieved. This is kind of, I wouldn't say the Trailblazers overachieved, but this was kind of a higher end of their, higher percentile outcome for them just with all their young pieces. And both of these teams would love to make the playoffs. I don't think either of them have, I'm blanking on the word, a false sense that like they're going to go on a crazy
Aspirations?
run.
A puncher's chance to
Yeah.
win the first round.
Correct. But for a young Blazers team, like I said, it'd be a nice achievement to talk about, the Spurs needing to get playoff experience. Hey, here's some playoff experience the Blazers get. And then the Suns have just been laughed at the past couple seasons and how the KD tenure ended and people thought they'd suck this year. And so for them to become this scrappy group, it'd be really nice, and I think they would love to cap it off with a 7 seed in the West. In terms of both these teams, the Suns are really scrappy. That's kind of what their identity has become. They got Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green back in the KD trade, and Jalen Green has missed a lot this season, but Dylan Brooks has been quite good, has kind of set the tone. A lot of people have kind of fallen in line. Colin Gillespie has been a big breakout star this year. Obviously, Devin Booker's still there. He's the best player on the team. The front court that was so bad last year, I'm not going to say it's great, but Mark Williams, who hopefully should be healthy for this game in the theoretical first round, if they do make it, he's a solid piece. Oso Gadaro's made some leaps, and I think it's year 2 for him. But yeah, they're a fun team. My biggest experience with them this year is the Spurs playing them, and they played the Spurs well both times because they just don't give you anything easy. And they know they're not necessarily the most talented team, but scrappy is the perfect word to describe them, in my opinion, which is so funny because that has just been the opposite of that team in the past couple seasons.
Yeah, they got two guys that are elite when it comes to fouling really, really hard.
Sure.
Or fouling in a really, really unsportsmanlike way in Grayson Allen and Dylan Brooks. So will we see that at some point? I hope not. Not against your Spurs if they face the Spurs in round 1,
Sure.
and not against my Thunder, I guess.
I mean, Dylan Brooks is the guy that claimed that he has the key to stop Wemby.
I would love to see that. But if they do face the Thunder, please tackle Lou Dort. Take out his kneecaps.
You
I'm
need Dylan
tired.
Brooks to tackle Lou Dort?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
tired of Lou Dort.
Sure.
1, he's not good. 2, he shoots his threes way too high, and he's not good at shooting threes. And 3, he's because of his fouls, his hard fouls, his punching people in the face, whatever you want to call it.
Tripping him. Going for ankles.
I can't have that on. There's just no reason for that to be on that team.
Well, you're in
It's not
luck
necessary.
because he's probably off the team next year.
Thankfully. But I wouldn't mind if he wasn't a part of this postseason run.
Sure.
Because it was not a treat to watch him be part of the postseason run last year. I do agree, though, with the Trailblazers in that, not that they're going to be the Thunder, but if they are to win either of these two games, whether it's the 7-8 or the 8-10 or 8-9, whatever it is, them getting postseason experience, the fact that they had a winning record this year, I think all of that can help them in the future. In 2K, they always end up turning into a consistent 2 to 3 seed because
Sure.
Scoot Henderson just becomes a dog. Donovan Clingan becomes a dog, of course. The Thunder didn't get this opportunity. They ended up losing to the Pelicans in the play-in and didn't end up getting to play. But had they gotten that extra experience, maybe they would have been in a better spot the next year when they were the 1 seed.
Sure.
Not that the Trailblazers are going to be that, like I said, but I do think it could help them to a great degree if they got to play either the Spurs or Thunder in round 1 and learned what those also young cores, what playoff basketball looks like.
Sure.
So I definitely think it could help them, and I hope they do win one of the 2 games. Because to be honest, it would be cool to see Curry in the playoffs. It'd be cool to see Kawhi in the playoffs. But it also would be cool to see some new blood there. And neither the Clippers or the Warriors are in a spot where I think they're going to beat the Thunder. So
Yeah. I'll say right now, I hope these two teams are the two teams that make the playoffs, and I expect them to be the two teams to make the playoffs. The Blazers are a joy to watch, as they're probably they're above 500, so that's mean, but like they're not a great team. But they're probably the most fun, not great team to watch. Maybe if you want to call the Hornets in that category too, then the Hornets are there. But like we've seen some healthy scoot down the stretch. Klingon has really, over the course of the season, gotten better and better as a legit
he's averaging
interior
12 and
force.
12.
Yep, such a great rebounder. Shaden Sharp is fun. There's been some Drew Holiday sprinkled in as kind of a veteran presence. Tamani Kamara. I'm not the biggest Denny Avdia guy. I won't lie. He is kind of the black sheep of the group in terms of I think he is the true foul baiter of the NBA. Not Shea, him. I saw you had Caleb Love pulled up. Like, it's really funny. Caleb Love's there. They play really hard. Coached by Thiago Splitter, which it is funny that the way their season started was their head coach getting arrested for gambling. And so Thiago Splitter took over, and he's done a pretty good job. I'm kind of surprised the Suns are favored by 4.5 in this game. I guess like home field.
It's dropped down to
home
3.5.
court. Okay, it's dropped down to 3.5, but like home court matters. But I think the Blazers are just honestly the better team here.
Is that who you're gonna pick? Are we gonna pick?
Oh,
this?
we picking these?
I have the Blazers winning this game. It doesn't matter.
Does not
but-
matter.
And then we get Wemby versus Klingon.
I would like to see Wemby versus Klingon as well. So give me the Blazers.
Cool. I'll make like a sheep and follow along.
Sure.
I'll pick the Blazers.